How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is M, and today we will be discussing tuning options for Gen 3 HEMI powered vehicles. I have gotten a couple of DMs, I've gotten some comments asking about tuning for these vehicles, whether it be a newer Charger or an old 300C. I've gotten questions about it. So I'm going to go ahead and discuss some tuning options for Gen 3 HEMI powered vehicles, talk about what's needed and what to know. So to start off, there's really only two options. There's HP Tuners and there's DiabloSport. Of course, there are standalone systems, but that's a whole separate matter anyways. Let's go ahead and discuss the HP Tuners and DiabloSport options in more detail. Let's go ahead and start with the DiabloSport option. DiabloSport offers handheld and cabin-mounted tuners, which come preloaded with canned tunes. On the flip side, we have HP Tuners. HP Tuners uses an OBD2 tuning interface dubbed the MPVI. Currently, the MPVI 3 is the latest model. Rather than being a handheld or cabin-mounted tuner, the MPVI tuning interface from HP Tuners connects to a laptop for tuning and data logging. Let's go ahead and compare and contrast HP Tuners with DiabloSport tuners. For starters, as we just mentioned, the tuning interfaces themselves are quite different. On the DiabloSport side, you have a handheld tuner or a cabin-mounted tuner that plugs into your OBD2 and you are ready to go as long as it's updated and good. Everything from flashing tunes to adjusting parameters and data logging is done on the device, which is completely different than having a laptop connected to the tuning interface that is plugged into your OBD2 and using the laptop to data log, flash tunes, and everything else. So the functionality or operation is completely different with the tuning interfaces and using the software in general. Now, bringing up an adjacent subject, we are going to talk about tuning credits. When you purchase a DiabloSport device, you are purchasing the tuning credits with the device. With HP Tuners, the MPVI tuning interface and the tuning credits are separate, and the amount of tuning credits you need to purchase depends on your make and model. Another factor to take into account is the availability of tuners with the specific software. It is said that CMR, or Chipmaster Revolution, which is the tuning suite for DiabloSport, has pretty much disappeared from the general public, with many tuners not able to purchase the software. So this limits the pool of tuners that you have to choose from. The availability of the software factors into the next point. If you are somebody who is going to want to learn how to tune your vehicle, or you are in school learning to tune currently, HP Tuners is the only way to go, just due to this factor. And one last thing that I want to note is compatibility. Sometimes with the good old lag 1 transmission tuning does not work with DiabloSport tuning. So people looking to tune vehicles with nag 1 transmissions, this may influence your opinion as well. Moving forward, let's go ahead and discuss options of getting the tune in place. There are two types of tuning: in-person tuning and remote tuning. In-person tuning is done in the presence of a tuner. These are typically dyno tunes, but some in-person tunes are done on the street with the tuner in the vehicle. Remote tuning is done through data logging and sending tunes back and forth remotely. So a tuner is going to send you a file, and then you are going to have to data log certain things that the tuner needs, such as doing a certain pull in a certain gear to a certain RPM, so the fuel tables and everything else can be dialed in, and after sending files back and forth, the car is finally dialed in over a period of time. It depends on the modifications, the tuner, and the experience, but remote tuning allows you to get a tune in place if you are in the middle of nowhere with no tuning options locally, or allows you to use a reputable tuner that you would like to use that is across the United States or possibly even in a different country. Another important component to tuning is an air-fuel ratio gauge, or an AFR gauge. If you are remote tuning, you are going to need to install an AFR gauge in your car. If you are getting a dyno tune, the shop that you are getting tuned at should have an AFR gauge that they can put in the exhaust and get an accurate reading from. Now let's discuss a couple other things that are needed to get a tune in place. For all 2015 and up Mopar vehicles, you will have to unlock your PCM or purchase an unlocked PCM. For HP Tuners, all 2018 or newer model years need a 2018 and up smart access cable. And I want to be sure to mention that if you have a warranty in place and you are worried about voiding that warranty, this will most definitely void your warranty. Once you add a tune to the PCM, a code will be set in the BCM, which is the body control module. This will alert Dodge to the fact that your vehicle has been tuned and your drivetrain warranty will be void. I hope I provided you with some useful information and helped out a bit. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.